Just wanted to spare a little moment while the Sizzle was getting together. What's up, Sizzle? Holla at me. Early.
We got the Sizzle.
We got the Sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to me. Get 'em.
Yes. So very soon, the Royal Palace will hear pitter-patter of new little royal feet. The Kensington Palace announced via Twitter that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, just gave Prince Harry a new name. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are expecting a baby in spring 2019. So she's about 12 weeks along. Yes, yay for them. Yeah, they are so cute. They are so cute. So the royal couple are they're on a 16-day tour in Australia and New Zealand, which includes 70 scheduled events, according to ABC News, that they're going to be doing over this 16-day tour.
How many?
70 scheduled events. Like, I'm tired. Yes, and they said since she's pregnant, they're gonna maintain the schedule. But that first trimester is rough, especially if you got morning sickness and all that stuff going on. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. But Queen Mother, I like to call her Queen Mother, grandmother to be, Doria Raglan, which is Meghan's mom. She's excited and looking forward to welcoming her first grand. And then there's no word on whether or not her dad, Tom Markle, has heard the news.
I'm sure he has, and hopefully he'll turn up. He was under the weather, I think.
He had a surgery, I think,
yeah.
And couldn't make it to
the wedding, right?
The wedding, yeah.
So hopefully he'll show up.
Yeah. So rapper Drake, he spilled some much needed tea during an interview on LeBron James and Maverick Carter's HBO sports series, episode 2 of The Shop. So for those of you who don't know what The Shop is is basically, it visits barbershops around the country where they have honest discussions based on topics like sports, music, pop culture, world events, business, stuff like that, and culturally relevant topics and stuff like that. So they interview, entertainers and, performers, celebrities, whatever. But Drake happened to be on the show, the episode 2, and basically opened up about his experiences with his dad, his mother raising him as a single mother, and how he ultimately became a single father, which he didn't want to be. He was on there saying that his mom liked some of the women that he's dated in the past, and he was like, he's thinking like, how come Rihanna, could have been?
That's what they
could have been Rihanna.
Why couldn't you been with her? Bad gal.
Yes. But
Bad
he
gal,
goes,
Riri.
yeah, that's my girl. He goes on and on and on, and then LeBron and Maverick, they're also sharing their experiences. And then Drake talked about Kanye and what led up to the diss track and beef with Pusha T. So he said Kanye basically had him, long story short, Kanye had him come out to Wyoming to help him work on an album. And then Drake also opened up to Kanye about his personal life experiences and stuff that was going on in his life. And then, the whole time they didn't really complete anything. I think it was one track that they got done all this time that he was out there. So he said next thing he knows is that word got out about his son, and then Kanye announced him and Pusha T's album release date, which happened to be close to Drake's Scorpion album release date. And then Drake called Kanye manipulative, and he was trolling him. He said, it's a little bit details here and there that we don't have the time to kind of go into. But, next came Pusha T's diss track, Infrared. And Drake said he was actually there in Wyoming helping Pusha T work on it as a friend. And he's like, now you're dissing me. Because you remember Drake came out with that track and he was like, oh, man. In the beginning, he sounded so sad and hurt. Because he was like, he looked up to Pusha T years and years and years ago. So he said he was more mad that Drake, that he mentioned Drake's producers, his producer's name, who was battling MS, multiple sclerosis. So Drake said Pusha T, he'll get what's coming to him. And he mentioned that it wasn't worth responding back to him via a diss track. So it gets really, really heavy. So if you have time, sit down and watch the full interview. I kind of felt like Drake probably needed to respond some kind of way. I listened to Charlamagne the God earlier, and he was just like, all right, Drake, just say you lost.
Yeah, that's it.
I was like, dang. Yeah, he was like, just say you lost.
That's it.
Yes.
Because you got, when he went through that thing with Meek, he didn't have this energy he got right now.
Yeah.
Keep the same energy.
Yeah.
I mean, just say, I took the L. All right, what's next?
I think he probably was thrown off because, basically Kanye pulled him into it, got all this information out of him, gave it to,
Well, I think
Kanye said he didn't.
Yeah, I heard Kanye said he didn't do it.
He did. He once he came out of the sunken place, he did his little Instagram rant videos, series of videos where he said, I didn't tell Pusha T to dish you on my track. But he's not buying it, I guess, apparently. But, that's a long story. But make sure you guys go to wetalkweekly.com and check it out on the blog. I'll elaborate more into it. We don't really have the time to do that right now. And finally, T.I.
Shout out to
T.I.
I like T.I.
I like T.I. I wasn't going to go into the story, but I feel like it's going to get really, really messy. I feel like it's going to get really, really messy. Yes. So Stephanie Grissom, she's the spokesperson for First Lady Melania Trump. She called for a boycott of rapper T.I. after he released a video portraying a Melania Trump lookalike stripper who does a strip tease for him in the Oval Office. Wow. So
boycott for what?
Well,
this what you do? Ain't that what she did?
Hey, yeah, but yeah, she, the spokesperson Grissom had a response to that too. But Fox News reported that Tip released a promotional video for his new album Dime Trap, and basically, in a nutshell, the video shows Number 45 leaving the White House on a plane. And then it shows T.I. He's standing around in the Oval Office and he sits at the desk. And then Melania Trump lookalike comes out wearing that infamous I don't really care, do you jacket? The one that had that caption on the back. Yes. So that's the jacket that she wore when she went to visit the kids in Texas. So, which now they're trying to say that jacket was just only to kind of come at the fake news media, whatever. Anyhow. So the Melania Trump lookalike gets on the desk and she's doing this. She takes off the jacket, nothing on it, nothing on under it, I meant. And then she's basically doing a strip tease for T.I. And then next thing you know, at the end, they're like scribbling on the walls or something in the White House. Yeah. And then he tweeted that, and then under that he said dear 45, I ain't Kanye.
I know that's right.
I ain't Kanye. Right. Wow, that says a lot right there. Just those twisted. Couple words. Yeah. Yes.
He said, "Don't get me twisted."
Yeah. So, the spokesperson Stephanie, she tweeted, "How is this acceptable? #disgusting. #boycott T.I." And then she tagged him in the post, and then Melania retweeted it. And then she also said to people, Stephanie Grissom said to people, like it or not, she is the first lady and this is the White House. It's disrespectful and disgusting to portray her this way, simply because of politics. This kind of vulgar attacks only furthers the divisiveness and bias in our country. It needs to stop. But what's funny is that he is the main culprit when it comes to social media bullying and all that stuff. It's just so
it's real funny how everybody has something to say. Until it comes, I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna just be quiet because I could get on a rant because everybody quiet. When it's people that's dying in the street by people who's supposed to protect the service. Everybody's quiet when it's still, human trafficking going on. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's quiet when we got journalists going across seas and getting killed.
Right.
And nobody's saying anything. But you have somebody do a caricature of someone that looks like someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that's a big, oh my God, we need to boycott. Wait.
Right.
But
it's freedom of speech.
I'm just going to be quiet. Go ahead.
I'm
sorry,
speech,
Sizzle.
right?
Yeah, see, T.I. went on and on and on after that, kind of coming for Kanye, but we don't have time to get in that. But,
that probably will get messy between him and Kanye, but, staying with the Trumps.
Exactly.
I was looking at CNN today, and it's a whole bunch of tweets and stuff. You calling some woman a horse face,
right?
So somebody calling your woman a stripper. What's the problem?
Yeah,
he made a mockery of a physically handicapped journalist.
Yes,
in front of the world.
Before he got
crazy
elected.
about everybody.
I can't. Go ahead.
It
I'm
just
sorry,
goes on
Sizzle.
and on. Yeah. But finally, because we kind of out of time, but the Celebrity Sizzle Award of the week. We need our little yes. Goes to rapper Meek Mill. He gives back to his hometown Philly by teaming up with his label Rock Nation and Puma to restore a basketball court in East Fairmount Park in North Philadelphia, where he's from. He said North Philly will always be home. When kids go to East Fairmount Park, they deserve to ball in the best conditions possible. So I'm glad they'll have the opportunity now. And back in August, he donated like 6,000 book bags and school supplies here in Philly. And he also made an appearance at his elementary school where he attended. So big ups to him. # Philly support Philly.
How about that?
And that is the Sizzle.
And that's the Sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek Mill. I can't even say nothing else bad about him. That's the homie, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love him. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you going to wear this. Your boy Charles Greg with the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
And the beautiful
Classy Lady Sparkle.
And we got Lady S out in the building. What we got coming up next?
We got Miguel. Come through and chill.
I know that's right. We'll be right back after this. We talk weekly after the talk. Holla.
Trust. Pick up.
What's up, you guys?